What's up, everybody? Hope you guys are all having a great day. What's going on? What's going on? Sorry, my stream is not working. I can see I'm live, so that's good. I can see I'm live, but it's not showing up on my end, which is weird. Okay, so what's up, guys? What's up? What's up? So it looks good on this end, um, but for whatever reason, my interface is not working. Not sure why, but it looks like it's good. It looks like we're live. Let me turn on my light. There we go. So I'm gonna be doing this with no interface. To give you guys an example here, I'll show you real quick. See, normally I see my screen right here. Normally there's, I'm trying to do it this right way. Normally it shows the interface right here and the chat. So I have it pulled up over here. It's working fine on YouTube, but it's not up over here. Not sure why. So that's what I'm dealing with right now. Always something, right? Always something. Can't go stream without some kind of technical error. Looks and sounds fine. Okay, that's good. Yeah, see, like you see what you guys got, like, and it's delayed too, so it's hard because I don't get to see it here, but it's all good. It's showing that it's working over here on YouTube, so that's fine. So we'll just run with it. I'll just have to watch on YouTube, even though there's like a 30-second delay. But I can still see your guys' comments over here on my chat box, so that's good. So, like I said, guys, big discussion. Who do we have going tonight? Who do we want to go? We finally got a double eviction coming, one of the best times of the year. Very much so. Looking forward to it. Very excited for it. But I would like to know your guys' thoughts before I get into mine. So if you have a question, comment, concern, or would like to add to the chat, just go ahead and put it in the chat on either YouTube or on Twitch, twitch.tv/Bobby Goodsby, or you can look on YouTube at Reality After Show, or just at After Show on YouTube, excuse me. Go over there, go in the comments, let me know your opinion. Who do you want going home tonight? Who do you think's going to go home tonight? And what are your thoughts on the double eviction as well? So, without further ado, let's get into it. Let me just go to Twitch real quick, make sure it looks good on Twitch as well. I think we should be fine. Yeah, we're fine. So, I don't know. For whatever reason, my interface isn't working, but at least it's working for you guys. So, that's all that matters. I'll leave that up, actually. All right, so let's see here. Lauren and Ava. What's up, bud? How you doing? Tommy's in the chat. By the way, guys, go check out Tommy's band. Tommy's band is absolutely amazing. He does a great job. Don't bite your tongue. Check them out. I'm going to hopefully go see him live in person soon in November. Absolutely kills it. So listened to his album last night on my way home. Went to Coheed and Cambria concert. I don't know if you guys can see it. Coheed and Cambria concert with who else was there? Oh my God, why am I Taking Back Sunday? Duh. One thing I want to say about this, Taking Back Sunday, the lead singer was definitely on drugs. Like, it was wild. Like, he was like rolling his ass off during the show, and it was so much so that even like the background singer was like, well, let's hope he gets the help he needs, or something like that. Like, said some kind of pointed comment towards like the singer. Like, it wasn't like to that extent, but it was like something that sounded like that. And it was like very obvious. And you could tell they had like the background vocals like going the whole time because they couldn't trust that he would continue to sing throughout the song. So that was pretty rough to see. I mean, it was still a good show, but it was like, oh man, he is out there. He even lost track of what he was trying to say, and he kept cussing, saying, oh, I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to cuss. It was interesting. But Coheed absolutely killed it. So if you guys get a chance to ever see Coheed and Cambria, absolutely amazing band live. They are so talented. So definitely go check them out. But yeah, check out Tommy's band. Don't bite your tongue. Tommy, always here in the chats. Shout out to him. All right, so let's get into the episode. So tonight we have the double eviction. We have a lot on our plate. Let's catch up in the comments what you're saying. Tommy said Lauren and Ava have to go tonight, and it would be very solid final 5. Let's see here. So that and Lauren and Ava being out. I mean, outside of Kelley, like Kelley would be the one issue I would have, but we would have Keanu, Morgan, Vince, Ashley, and Kelley. And Kelley would be the only weak link, but I feel like you need to have a weak link there. I would be fine with that. I would be absolutely fine with Lauren and Ava going for sure. You're too close. I can see your nose hairs. Well, I still need a shave. I'm telling you, it's getting done today, guys. It's getting done today. This grizzly bear look is going to be gone by the time I go live tonight for the podcast. By the way, after the episode tonight, immediately after the East Coast airing of the show, I will be going live to discuss the double eviction and everything that happened. So I hope you guys can join me. We're gonna have a lot to cover tonight after the double eviction. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it, and I'm working on trying to have some guests for tonight's show. So we'll see what I can do, see if I can figure it out. But if not, it might just be me, and we'll chat here in the comments, and you guys will be my guests because we'll all be discussing the episode tonight, and look forward to that. All right, looks and sounds fine. Lauren and Ava have to go, right? Like I'd be absolutely fine with that. I'd be fine with that. I'm also cool with Lauren and Kelley going as well. What up, Mary? How you doing, hon? Also, talk about Morgan saying she's into shit play on her Twitch. Yeah, that was interesting. Tommy sent me a little video of Morgan saying she's into that stuff, so we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I think that conversation between her and Vince might be interesting in the jury house. Final Blockbuster tonight. Yep. So, final Blockbuster tonight. We're finally getting rid of that twist. Should have been gone pre-jury. We discussed this many times. But I absolutely think that now the game can really start to move. I know that there's been a lot of chat. Like, the House has flip-flopped a lot in this vote, right? This vote has gone multiple ways tonight where, oh, it's going to be Kelley. Oh, it's going to be Lauren. Oh, it's going to be Keanu. There's a bunch of different agendas. I still lean that it's going to be, because it's changed since Tuesday where I thought Keanu was in real trouble. I think it's going to be either Lauren or Kelley going tonight. My preference is to see Lauren go. I think that would be great, and to see freaking Vince just like completely flustered and losing his mind that he lost her would be awesome. But I do think Kelley is right there with her. I think Keanu's going to be okay, but you just never know. You just really never know. This week could go a number of different ways. Mother Brent, I'll try. Let me reach out to Brent real quick. Let me send him a text, because if I can see, let me see here if I can get a hold of Brent. 1 second. I'll just send him a text real quick and see what he says. No promises. It's just he's been very busy, so it's been tough to try to lock down a day. All right, so I sent it. We'll see. I feel bad because I don't want to keep bugging him, but I'm like, if he said that he would. We just haven't locked down a date, so we'll see. All right, so Keanu can't go. I'll be so upset. You and me both. If Keanu goes, honestly, I'm just like, whatever. The season's over to me. If Keanu goes, it'll be very rough. I would prefer a Lauren, most importantly, and then Kelley secondly, and then way third, I want Keanu last on that list because I need Keanu in this house. Let's see here. Isn't Kelley his best shot of winning? I think Kelley is Keanu's best shot of winning, but I also think he can compare well against Ashley if he has the right things to say. Because, yes, Ashley has more friends, but I think people will realize Keanu did a lot more in this game to save himself week after week, and I think that would be also an ideal final 2 for Keanu. Keanu winning Blockbuster, then HOH would make me so happy. You and me both. I would love for that to happen. Zingbot, Morgan, Zing was the best. What up, Rhoda? The Morgan clip of her like cutting the pizza right after that happened. Like, okay, who wants pizza? Didn't it not remind you of Keisha's birthday? Like, all right, who wants cake? Like, it felt like that for sure. And you know that clip was probably like 30 minutes later, maybe like even 20 minutes later. You know it wasn't like while Zingbot's still in the room. But the way they edited that, like as much as I give them shit on some of the ways they edit things, like the way they edited that clip where it made her seem like she just instantly walked away and started making the pizza, and Zingbot's just like, well, I'll just leave now, was so good. I will give that, even though I think Zingbot has like outlived his welcome completely, and I'm just, it's like whatever to me at this point. I guess I can totally agree that at least that was a very, very well edited version. And don't get me wrong, then you go to like the Zingbot getting shot by the mastermind, and like I'm in that competition for veto, and I'm like, what the hell am I watching? What the hell is this show? Sometimes they always do something that's completely in left field. It's always something completely in left field. And like you had the twins earlier this season, trying to reenact that like famous TikTok whatever from those I think they're Australian twins, and basically for a competition. Like there's always something weird. But I did like the edit of the Morgan Zing. That was really well done. Vince is not beating Morgan, Keanu, or Ashley. Heck, even Ava can beat him. I agree with you. It's possible. He's definitely not beating Morgan, but I think that, or even Lauren, I think that he has a shot against Ashley, and I think he has a shot against Kelley, but it's getting narrow for him. I predict Keanu and Morgan going tonight. Oh, I hope not. I hope not. My ideal scenario would be Keanu, Morgan, or Keanu, Ava. Those would be my two top choices. If Keanu makes it through the night, he really did take out most of the house one by one. Like Keanu is, in my opinion, yes, he is an idiot when it comes to gameplay. I get it. But Keanu has done everything he can to prove why he should win. And I understand the house doesn't respect him in the way probably the viewership does, but like that's an us problem more than a Keanu problem, because like, or sorry, that's a house problem more than a Keanu problem, because they need to realize he has played the best game out of everyone. He's won HOH. He's saved himself numerous times. He's done things to make sure that he is there and in the house and still playing, and he's tried to work with people, but I get it. He continues to get in his own way. So I understand the sentiment of why he has a chance of not winning. I still think he should win, though. Totally. The edit is trash. I give zero credit. That's fine. That's fair. The Girls of Big Brother Dance. The Girls of Big Brother Dance was fine, but the fact that they did, this is where I'll go backtrack on the edit, was the fact that they didn't include the freaking Kelley dance and trying to sing and how uncoordinated she was. Like, if you guys can't, go to TikTok and watch the video of Kelley trying to perform her part of the dance, and it is so funny. Like, everyone's like on it like at the same time, and then there's Kelley like it's so good. It's so good. She's got no rhythm. It's so good. But the fact that the show didn't include that part, they showed everything else but not that part, like blew my mind. It was so funny. Zingbot is so tired. I completely agree. I never want to see Zingbot again. Well, he was shot and killed, so maybe he's done. Maybe that's the end of the Zingbot. The memory HOH, especially with the selection screen at the beginning, was so hard, so much going on. I see. What's funny is I had just got back from the concert and I was heating up some food, and I was like, I missed like the first, 30 seconds of it. I still crushed that competition. Like, if I would have been there, I would have done really well. The only thing was, I said, when it came down to the tiebreaker between Kelley and Vince, I think I said 220 seconds. So Vince would have beat me there because it was like 160 and he picked like 180. Let's see here. My ideal final three: Morgan, Vince, and Lauren. Ugh. ugh. I mean, I get it. Morgan beats Vince in that scenario. Lauren beats Vince in that scenario. And I think, honestly, it's close between Morgan and Lauren, but I think Morgan would win in that scenario if it's Morgan against Lauren. But it's close. It's going to be such an unlikable winner this season, like no matter who it is, or at least like a bottom 3 winner all time when it does come down to find out who the actual winner is. Even Keanu, even though I'm team Keanu all the way, even a Keanu win at this point is still going to be bottom tier because how terrible he was at like social strategy. And the thing is, Rachel tried to teach him the ways. She did everything she could. He just did not want to listen. Sorry, I cannot support a challenge when this is a social strategy game first. That's fine. And I agree. So Brent's out. He can't do it. So he can't do it, but hopefully we can find someone to join me tonight after the episode. I'll be going live immediately after the East Coast airing of the Double Eviction episode tonight. So, guys, come back, check that out. Right now, we're just doing live stream discussing who we think's going to go home, who we want to go home, what do we want to see in the Double Eviction. And then tonight, we'll be talking the aftermath of the Double Eviction. So I can't wait to talk to you all about that. That's going to be a lot of fun. All right, so brought an interesting subject on his recent video. I'll have to check it out. I haven't seen that yet. Rhoda said Kelley looked like Seinfeld, Elaine Bennett dance. Yes, exactly. That was 100% what she looked like. She looked like Elaine Bennett in that dance. Like, it was so off. Kelley is bae. Leave Beavis alone. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Like, Kelley just, I give Kelley a lot of grief, right? You guys have seen me on this live numerous times giving Kelley a lot of grief. And the thing is, she's fine. Like, there was no, like, actual issue with Kelley. I just think that watching her, it's at least entertainment for the lack of everything else. Mary said, hey, are he brought about having a vote with no comps to see if Challenge Beast can survive? And honestly, I want a round on Survivor and BB where there is no immunity. I mean, we have all been saying that. I would absolutely love to see, no immunity idols on Survivor, not even immunity, challenges. I do think you need at least the challenges because I think you do need to give people the opportunity to save themselves. So I don't mind that, but like no immunity idol season, I'd be okay with. I'd like to see it go back to basics for once. But I do think you need to give the people a chance to save themselves. I hope they don't do a Final 3 like Survivor. I don't think they're going to. I think that they went to jury exactly where we thought they were going to go. We haven't seen Final 3 ever, but if they do Final 3 this season, it'd be weird. Be a weird scenario. I like it becoming more challenge based. See, we got two different ends of the spectrum here. We've got Tommy, who's very much so on the challenge based, and Mary, who's very anti-challenge. So, like, that's the thing is there's the fandoms all over the board. They have different opinions on that spectrum. I kind of fall right in the middle. Like, I do like the Blockbuster. I think it is a good twist. One of the few good twists that they've added. Because I do like the fact that we wouldn't have Keanu this late into the season. We wouldn't have Kelley this late into the season if it weren't for Blockbuster. The only problem, like I've said a million times, the only problem I have that is that it's taken away the HOH competition at the end of the Thursday night episode. So I wish they would do something to bring that back and allow us to still be able to watch the HOH competition on the live feeds after the fact. Like, if you gave us that, we're good. But I've bring that home many, many times. Rhoda said, Big Brother Unlocked cameo will be Marina Baccarin, no idea who that is, to promote her new show, Sheriff Country. Sweet. Like, another show, like, I don't care about. Like, Big Brother Unlocked, I'm sorry, I do not give two shits. I think I've seen the first episode and then the one they made us watch on the Sunday episode, and that's it. I don't give two shits about Big Brother Unlocked, and that's no shade to Derek and Taylor. I like Derek and Taylor, but I don't like. It's very fabricated. It's fabricated, and they get these reality, or not reality, like these famous people that are like fans of the show. That do any of us really care about their fandom? like, is anyone being like what's his name? Well, was it Bobby Malahan or whatever? Like, what does anyone care? Like, oh, what's he thinking about Big Brother? I need to hear. What's Lance Bass got to say about this season? Like, really, do any of us care? Like, we don't. So, I don't know. Like you said, like we've talked about this before. If there was more like family visits, or what is the family thinking, or even jury? What is like the jury thinking? Like, you know how we get jury segments sometimes in the episodes? Give us a bunch of those throughout the freaking weeks on Unlocked about like more jury segments and what the jury's up to. That I care more about than what Lance Bass has to say about the season. So I think that if they changed it up, did more family stuff, like, I'm sorry, I could give two shits less about wine or wine. Like, I really don't care. It's so ridiculous. That's they said last Unlocked is tomorrow, but there's a Friday episode next week. Interesting. That's where I think we could lose the second person, because we know that there's got to be another double coming of some sort next week, where it's either another early eviction, elimination, what have you, and a normal eviction. So, because that'll get us down to the final three in time for the finale on Sunday. So, I wonder if that Friday episode is going to be that like we go from like 4 to 3, you know, if it's not unlocked. Interesting. I'm not sure. Mary said, that's why I said one round. Yeah, exactly. That's what the challenge exists. So you're saying, so if you like that, go watch the challenge. Yeah, but like, you do have to have some form of immunity safety, like allow them to try to save themselves if they're constantly being targeted. So I do agree. I'm kind of more in the middle of you guys. I'm kind of way like right in the middle of you guys, because I don't want it to be completely like the challenge. I think the challenge is its own thing, and that's fine, because I don't want it to be all competition based. I definitely prefer the social strategy, but I do need some kind of ability to save oneself. Think about all the big players on Big Brother we wouldn't have anymore, or have in as these like amazing players in our heads, if it weren't for them to be able to save themselves. I hate all the dumb votes and the strategy on the challenge. I don't watch the challenge. I haven't watched in many, many years, so you guys know more than I do. I'm sorry, the one thing I don't like about the challenge, and I get it, it's what makes it different from everything else, they just bring back the same people every freaking season. Yeah, sure, there's a few wash and repeat, and there's a few, now they're bringing Big Brother people, Survivor people, what have you. But, like, it still is, like, a lot of the same challenge people, and it's just kind of like, it's just the same show, rinse and repeat. For me, that's just personally how I feel. Like, I prefer shows that have, like, newbies and, fresh casts and have an all-star season every once in a while. But the fact that they don't change it up is what bothers me. Survivor Turkey keeps doing immunity challenge until there's 2 people not immune, and then they vote. Interesting. I've not checked out Survivor Turkey, but until there's final 2 people, but not immune, but then they vote. That's interesting. I do like that. I kind of like that aspect to it. That's a little different. So they just compete, and whoever the bottom 2 are in that challenge are the ones that vote. It's interesting to me. Don't know if I'd love it in practice, but it is interesting. They had 2 seasons where the star twist changed the ranking and who won the All-Stars 4 and Challenge 40. Yeah, see, like, yeah, no. Jerry O'Connell said H of H instead of HOH. Exactly. Like, do we need Jerry O'Connell? Do we need Jerry O'Connell's opinion on these things? Like, realistically, do we? Oh, it's crazy to me. I don't know how, like, they want to get their star power. They want to be able to get, their ad placement in for maybe, their shows on the network, or, hey, look, we've got famous people watching this show, so this show must be good, right? And the fact is, the people that come on here that are the famous people, they never have anything negative to say about the cast or the show or what have you. It's always just like, oh, we're going to say the same thing. I like this person, and and the show is great, but this is my favorite season. I'm like, no, like, tell them how you feel. Be like, listen, I don't like that you did this, or you guys, like, I know they'll never do it. It just feels so fabricated, right? Like, the show feels fabricated when watching it. So, I don't know. I'm so ready for Unlocked to go by the wayside. Heck, I don't even want to hear it from Tamar or Ross Matthews, and they played Big Brother. Exactly. Bobby, can you let Morgan just land? What do you mean by just land? Can you let Morgan just land? Like, I don't know. Morgan's going to possibly win this season. Like, she would be at least, like, up there as one of the more satisfying winners, but I don't know. I mean, is it really that satisfying? Like, or is it just the best of the worst? Like, that's how I feel. The Stars twist was a vote from the eliminated contestants to give points to the finalists and literally change who won both seasons. Interesting. I've come to terms with this season. I'll let it play out, but production and Grodner need to really look into changing up the Big Brother. Yeah, like, agreed. They need to change stuff. Like, honestly, if it's a production change, if it's a, let's go back to basics change, something needs to happen. I think realistically, the problem has been casting people that don't know the show. I really think that's an issue. When you have people that are a month into the show on your season, on a show that you produce, and they're not even aware that the live feeds are live, that's an issue. But that's also an issue from production standpoint, where they were obviously not told the proper things, and maybe they were, and maybe they just didn't take it all in or really fully understand it. But like, that's an issue. I want to see more social strategy. Oh, what's up? Someone just sent a Carissa. Thank you so much. Sorry, it's not popping up on this screen over here. What up, Carissa? Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you guys. Twitch.tv/Bobby Goodsby. If you can, give me a follow. Helps me out a lot. I appreciate you guys. We got 25 people in the live feed. We got a few over here on Twitch. You guys are awesome, so thank you so much. Let me catch up on these comments real quick. Survivor Turkey, they keep doing different immunity challenges until there's two people to choose for the vote from the vote. Yes, it's 6 months long. Oh, my God, 6 months long? Holy shit. And over 50 episodes. They look sickly near the end. And, oh, my God, the public votes to send them food and stuff. That's wild. That's wild. I might have to check that. I mean, that's a long time, though. And it's probably not in English, too. So, I don't know. I always have a hard time with that stuff, so we'll see. I'm a slow reader, as you guys can see with the comments. The challenge fans were mad. They don't want social game. They had that level of impact, and I totally get it. There you go. Riley Rage. What's up, Riley Rage? Welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. I feel despite the lackluster players, we have a variety of interesting final two scenarios. Now, I do agree with that. The one thing I will give this season credit is there's a lot of different layers of who can beat who and who is going to be with who in the final two. I didn't mean to make that rhyme, but it did. But like, there's so many layers as to what can happen. It's not like last season where we got to this point. I would say after this week that we got to the point where it was pretty much wrapped up. We knew who was going to win the season. So I do appreciate that. So that is one thing I can appreciate, is at least this season there could be a bunch of final two scenarios. And in amongst that, it can definitely be different winner possibilities. So thank you, Riley Rage, for joining the chat. I appreciate you. Give us a sub if you can. Yo, what's up? How are you? What's up, Carissa? Thank you so much again for the follow. That's awesome. You're the best. I appreciate everybody over here. Riley Rage, my biggest issue is production's lack of respect for game or players and how they handle. Oh, just got another follow. Not sure who it was. Let's see where it pops up. Whoever that was. Isla Freya. Thank you so much for the follow. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. That's very nice of you. Thank you guys for everyone joining us. This is one of the bigger streams we've had so far. You know, we had a big one when Rachel left, so thank you guys. I'm going to get to everyone's comments, so just give me some time to catch up here. I want to give everyone their due. My biggest issue, so the lack of respect for game or players in how they handle the finale. No dialogue or discussion. It's a 3-month game with a 10-minute finale. Yeah, like, I agree. Like, that was my biggest issue. Obviously, the lack of respect for the game when it came to Rachel's elimination, for the fact that they've continued the Blockbuster through the jury, which I definitely disagree with. There's a lot of issues we have with production and how they're setting things up, so I would like to see a lot of changes there. Glad to hear that. Thank you again. Let me know if you guys have any comments or questions you want answered in the chat. I'm going to try to read everything. Just let me catch up, but you guys are absolutely amazing. If you can, hit the bell notification on YouTube so that you're notified whenever I do go live at After Show on YouTube. Also, twitch.tv/Bobby Goodsby. You can chat on either place. I've got both chats right here on my screen. And then if you guys can, give us a sub, give us a follow, what have you. It helps us a lot with the algorithm, so I appreciate each and every one of you guys. And you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and /X to be notified when I do go live at Goodsby Bobby. I always post on there when I'm about to go live. And once again, I will reiterate, I'm going to be going live tonight after the East Coast airing of the Big Brother Double Eviction. So if you guys want to come back here and chat, we'll be discussing everything that we saw in the episode. So guys, definitely come hang out with me. I'll read all your comments. We'll chat. We'll have a lot of fun and talk about the crazy night we're going to have tonight. All right. Can I just land is a phrase Morgan used to alert Vince to stop interrupting her yesterday. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't get to check anything. Like I said, I went to a concert last night, so I didn't get to watch, but that tracks for them. How's your day been so far? Chris, it's been great. Thank you so much. Dropped the kiddo off at school. Decided, I do my live stream every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, 12 noon Pacific to 2 p.m. Pacific. So I come here and chat with you guys. So then I get off here, go get the kiddo, come back, get her some lunch, do all that stuff, and then watch a Big Brother episode, do the live stream. So it's going to be a busy day. Thursdays are always very busy for me, so I appreciate you guys. Isla Freya, your vocabulary is too good. Oh, I wish I had better vocabulary, but thank you so much for the comment. That's very nice of you. Trust me, I wish I was a better speaker at times and not so forgetful of the names of the people on like TV and stuff. Survivor Turkey is not in English and it's hard to find. It's what Turbo from the challenge is from. He won it twice. I do remember that. I do remember that he was on Survivor Turkey. I'll have to check it out though. I'm rooting for Ashley. I love her. That's fair. And honestly, I'm also be okay with Ashley, but I just don't think she has a really good chance of winning. NWF, what's up? Thank you so much for joining. How are you doing today? At the end of the game, Lauren is going to be with Vince. In what way? Do you mean as in Final 2? Because I think Morgan will have something to say about that if it's the other thing. Mary says, I'm very upset about the edit. Please let Rachel know, the real fans know what really went true, because they really trying to make Rachel the villain who got her just desserts. I agree. Trust me. For those of you that don't know, Rachel and I podcasted last season on Big Brother 26 together. So once she gets back, I'm going to have a lot of questions for her. I'm hoping to get her on the live stream here with us. So that would be amazing. I think that would be huge for me and the channel and my numbers and everything. Plus, she's just a friend, and I'm going to talk to her about the season. Like, how crazy would that be to have her on here? So I'm going to try. We'll see. She might be very busy, so it might be a while down the road. But that is my goal, is to get Rachel on here. I'm going to try, guys. I'm going to do what I can. Amy Lee, what's going on, Amy Lee? Appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. How are you doing today? Mary, Rahap mentioned that Julie was calling Rachel a mean girl because the way she talked to Keanu. Yeah, like, they might hint at that at times and stuff, but, like, realistically, we all know Rachel's not a mean girl. Like, well, okay, she can be mean girl at times. But I think that's just the character she's trying to display. I think, like, you see her, like, backing up her friends and stuff. It might come off a little mean girly at times, but I don't think she's an actual mean girl. I think that, did I agree with everything she said with that Keanu situation where her and Ashley were, teaming up against Keanu? I don't think so. But I don't think necessarily she's, like, a mean girl. You know what I mean? Tommy said, if Something just popped up. Let's see. I hate that it's not on this screen because I can't tell. Cindy, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What did Tommy say? Where was it? If they did a second Blockbuster tonight in the double, they'd be so much. That'd be so much. Yeah, they're not going to do that. There's no way. There's no way the time-wise they could make that work either. Big Brother should... Should Dice Boeing back food comps? Oh, so you're saying they should bring back food comps? People have been saying that in my chat for a minute. I'm not a big food comp guy, but I understand. I just think that's throwing way too much stuff into it, right? Like, at that point, we were throwing way too many competitions in there. And honestly, I could do without the food. I get it. I think they should give us more of the slop and people reacting to that and all that, but it is what it is. To be honest, I didn't even watch the last 2 episodes. Not sorry. Heck, I'm not watching feeds anymore. I get it. I totally understand. Freya is good. Let's go. Only 2. Okay, I see what you're saying. Can you try to get Keanu on stream as well? I'll try. I don't know Keanu. Obviously, he's a newbie. But I'll try to reach out. You know, usually Rahap is like on it, and they're able to like get those people right away. And I know like CBS can be kind of finicky at times, but I'm going to reach out to Rachel and then see from there, once I get Rachel, if I can get others through her. So that's my kind of game plan, is to kind of see what Rachel gives me. And then when I talk to Rachel, try to work with her to get me other people from the season. The fact that I have Rachel and Johnny Fairplay in my corner and some of the others, Gabe Ortiz, like they allow me to be able to talk to these other people because I'm just a nobody over here. But I'm going to try my best, guys. I appreciate you guys letting me know. Keanu would be amazing for the stream. Question. Do you think at the end of the day, Big Brother is just a popularity contest? Who you want to represent you as the face of the season, regardless of strategy? I do think that plays a factor. I think it plays a factor in the fact that sometimes friendships and your actual genuine feelings towards a person get in the way of, and make you a bitter jury based off of you're not a fan of the way someone took you out of the game, or the fact that you don't respect the gameplay because it affected your gameplay, but my friend's over there sitting next to you, so I'm going to vote for my friend. I think that is a problem, and we have seen that in the past. And one aspect of that, and it's kind of apples and oranges here, but you can go back to the Dan Ian of it all on Big Brother 14, where Dan definitely played the best game, but he pissed off so many people, so they ended up giving it to Ian, and Ian did play a good game. So that's why I'm saying it's apples and oranges. He did play a good game, and I do respect an Ian win. But that's very similar to what you're saying. So I do think that popularity, I think that's where you got the social strategy of it too, though. Like you have to play social strategy, play aggressive, try to win HOH, win veto, whatever you can do to build a resume, take out the strong players, but then you also have to be a likable person and have people respect your moves while also still feel like they had a good relationship with you. And that's a big part of the social experiment. But that's why I prefer it to be more of a social strategy game rather than, challenge-based, or like what we saw with Rachel, elimination-based. Nox Too Tall, what's going on, bud? How are you doing? Welcome to the chat. Good to see you again. Who's on the block? Right now we got Kelley, Keanu, and Lauren as our final 3 on the block with the Blockbuster tonight. Then we go into a double eviction where we will see who will go. And honestly, right now, any of the 3 could still go. I'm leaning toward possibly Lauren getting taken out here. Excuse me. Kelley could be one of the main options as well. I hope it's not Keanu, but you never know. I mean, if Keanu's there, it could be a nice, juicy target for them to take out. But I really think Keanu's not going. I'm hoping. Keanu is thick-skulled. I don't blame Rachel. Exactly. Like, he brings it upon himself, right? Like, in all reality, Rachel tried with Keanu, and Keanu constantly did not give her time of day. So it's absolutely fair to say that, like, I see the grievances in Keanu's game. I absolutely do. I just respect his game more than anyone else that's left on this season, is how I would put it. Juan says she was definitely Mean Girl, Big Brother 12, and Big Brother 13. I get it. 100%. Back then, absolutely, especially Big Brother 12. I'd say to a less extent Big Brother 13, but definitely Big Brother 12. But if you knew Rachel in real life, like, she's really, really, really sweet. She's an absolutely kind-hearted, nice person. And she's playing a game. Like, she's also playing a character. So, and that's the thing is, like, I don't want to knock her too much, but I do understand how people would think the mean girl vibe is there. If it was Survivor, Rachel would be a villain. Absolutely. Absolutely. But, like, that's the difference between Survivor and Big Brother is, like, Survivor would be able to edit those few clips and make it seem like a mean girl, right? Or make it seem like a villain. But Big Brother, we're able to watch the live feeds whenever they do give it to us. And from there, we're able to decipher, hey, this is who the real person is. Imagine if Survivor gave us live feeds. Like, if we have live feeds on Survivor, imagine what that show would be. Imagine who we would hate and who we would absolutely adore based off of seeing actual live feeds of that commentary. It would be a different show. But that's also what makes Survivor Survivor and Big Brother Big Brother. That is the big difference. NWF, I also miss the key turnaround. I do too. Like, I miss pulling the keys and you're safe. You're safe. You're safe. But I don't think we're ever getting that back. What about 2 nominees and keep the veto live until Thursdays? I don't hate that idea. I don't. I think the show needs something for Wednesdays. Because you guys got to think about it. Like, they're also putting on a show that they need to be entertaining. And at that point, we're basically Big Brother 1 again if we have episodes that don't have some sort of challenge, right? So you need there to be a some sort of challenge or some kind of competition to make each episode entertaining. That's why they keep bringing us more competitions than they do the social strategy. So as far as the show's concerned, and CBS or production, what have you, they need more entertaining content to leave to bring in the viewers' attention. Even though us feedsters, we already know what happens. We want to see the social strategy. But that's why I think that they would do that. And I understand you might say, like, food comps could be a part of that instead. But I think that's different. I think they want to see something that is absolutely... How do I put this? I think they want to see something that's going to be meaningful. And food competitions, while they can be entertaining at times, they maybe lack for gameplay. Even though there's times it doesn't matter. It's hard. It's hard to, like, contrive a good thought in my head of how to explain that better. All right. But I do like the idea of veto live until Thursdays, because that would be basically Blockbuster, but with only 2, so it's a little bit interesting. I know the contra is what should my answer. I don't know. They had a few days of material make the editors earn their paycheck. Trying to decipher that one, Mary. I know the contra is what else should my answer. I don't know. They had you days of material make the editors earn their paycheck. So yeah, you want them to, give us something that is clearly what we're seeing on the feeds, but also shown in the edited show. And that's also an issue with production that we've had for a very long time. Juan says, jury management is definitely part of the social strategy. Yeah, and that's the thing is, like, you have to be good at jury management. So people have a lot of problems with bitter juries, and I have had issues with certain, like, things with bitter juries, but I think that's at least a fair takeaway of that's the game. Like, you have to have good social strategy to be able to win this game, and it's not just social strategy as in how I maneuver throughout the house, like we saw with Paul in Big Brother 19, where he knew he had how to play the game and how to, get his alliance and form all these things to further his game, but he didn't work hard enough on the individual relationships and making that person feel comfortable once they got voted out, because then they were able to come together and realize, oh, wait, Paul was playing us all. So you have to you can't overdo it, which Vince at the beginning of the season, where he had final twos with everyone, was definitely overdoing it. And I think we're seeing the repercussions of that now. I don't. NWF says I don't know why Vince didn't put up Ava. Her blossom hats upset me. You and me both. Like, her outfit choices are. I did like that Zingbot and Zingdar on that, but I mean it was kind of weak. But still, it was like, what else? What else are they gonna go with? Maybe they should have said something about, hey, Ava and how she constantly bashes Rachel. Like that would have been more fun to see. Food comps. I get it, Mary. I get that people like the food comps. I'm just not one of them. All right, Riley Rage says key will and veto speeches. Just got another follow. Thank you guys for being here. Appreciate everyone. Let's see, who was it? Nicholas Official. Thank you so much for the sub on YouTube. Appreciate you. Key will and veto speeches. Veto speeches allow you to have house meetings, essentially. Yeah, I agree with the key will. Love the key will. Veto speeches, there's a lot to be desired. I think the shows just try to say yada yada it, but like also I feel like there can still be veto speeches, maybe not as far as like to save themselves, but they could probably just stand up and say something and the show's going to let it go, right? Like, so yes, they might have gotten rid of the actual veto speeches where you're trying to plead your case, but I think that majority of the time the person who has a veto already knows what they're going to do. Like, when is that going to change someone's opinion right there, right then, on the spot based off of your veto speech of why they should save you? So if you really want to make something impactful, it doesn't have to be veto speech. It's just stand up and say something before it happens or even after the fact it happens, and it'll still get aired by the show, and the show is going to love that because it's more content for them. So I think that's a better way of doing it. Isla Freya says, well, Bobby, I am a graphics designer. If you need any kind of help, I'm here. I will share my Insta to @Genzy Creations. I believe we grow together. Appreciate you. I'll definitely hit you up with some questions I have. Appreciate you being here, though. Wish me luck at the strip club later. Good luck at the strip club. Hope it goes your way. I think you'll be fine. Mary says, sorry, bad English. No, you're good, Mary. You're good. I just trying to decipher what you're trying to say, but I understand. English is not your first language, so no shade there. I was just trying to decipher it. That's all. I appreciate you. You're always great. So no shade. Vince forgetting his final two with Kelley was crazy. Vince forgetting. Oh no, you can't blame Vince for forgetting his final two with Kelley because Vince had a final two with everyone. So. Well, actually, no, you can't blame him because of the fact that you can blame him for the fact that like you had a final two with essentially everyone. So you should just automatically assume anytime you have a conversation with someone, you had a final two with them. So yeah, absolutely. You know what? You're right. Blame Vince because he should know he had a final two with everyone. So why would he not have one with Kelley? Rhoda says, Paul Abrahamian, best player to never win Big Brother. Ooh, that is an interesting topic. That might be a fun discussion one of these days. Let me know if you guys are here for it in the comments. Let me know if that's something you want to see in the future on one of my live streams. Maybe that's an off-stream podcast. But I would say people that are in consideration for best to never win. Well, at one point it was Cody, but he won since then. I would say Vanessa's up there. Danielle Reyes. Vanessa Rousseau, Danielle Reyes. Paul, I would put up there absolutely. I would have said Tyler, but Tyler, Big Brother 20, yes. Big Brother 22, no. Trying to think, because I'm trying to think of people. It's a lot of people to go through. Janelle's up there. People would say Kaser. I can't say Kaser when the guy's never even made jury. Like, can you really say that? I would say Danielle Reyes is probably the best to never win, but you can make a reasonable discussion about like Paul / Vanessa / Janelle. I think those discussed. Let me know in the comments. So who do you guys think? Who do you guys think would be or is the best to never win? All right, so is everything looking good on the stream, by the way? Or am I kind of... Uh-oh. Is it messing up? Is the stream messing up? You guys let me know. Maybe I'm moving around too much. NWF, Ava, I thought... I thought people are supposed to be tough, but you and Meg proved not to be the true Zing. I'm not sure what you mean there. You have to let me know what you mean because I'm confused. Love Island managed to have episodes who are 1+ hours with no comps on twists. I think BB can manage. I've said this a million times, guys. The challenges on Love Island are stupid. They're stupid. They're stupid. None of it matters. It's just a make-out competition, and I hate it. And I know people love it. I know people love Love Island, and that's fine. But it's just an excuse to cheat on the person that you are trying to be in a relationship with and just make out with everyone as fast as possible. That show is such trash. That show should be that's like an HBO Max After Dark show, right? Like that's how it feels. But the fact that it's on Peacock is wild. Have I thought people from New York are supposed to be tough? Ava, I thought people from New York are supposed to be tough, but you and Meg proved not to be true. Zing. Okay, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying there. Okay, I got you. Yeah, Ava. Yeah, she does defend herself at times, but yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah, I got you. I got what you meant now. Sorry, I didn't listen. What do you say? I said, yeah, definitely. I'll definitely hit you up if I have any questions. I'll let you know. But I appreciate you reaching out too, because I'm always here for help. I would say Austin was best not to win. Wait, you would say Austin from Big Brother 17's the best not to win? That is such a hot take. That is such a hot take. If that's who you're saying, are you NWF? Are you saying Austin from Big Brother 17 is the best to not win? Because that's wild to me. Kelley was Vince's first true ally. So sad he turned on her. I mean, what could have been? But the thing was, Vince I just feel like Vince didn't really like Kelley, right? Like he just didn't really respect her game. He really didn't think of it as that, you know? So like, I think that's what it was. Frank Udy, Big Brother 14, kind of, but he also lacked social strategy. Big Brother 18, no. I like Frank. I did like Frank, and like I would be fine seeing Frank play again, kind of. I know people might have a problem with that, but like, I don't know. Frank would have to really impress me as third go around. Janelle, what's up, Sherry? Janelle, yeah, that would be one of my top ones. Vanessa, Janelle, Big D, Paul, Enzo. I can't put Enzo there. Big D, I could see. Wait, which Big D are we talking about? Oh my God, why am I blanking on Big D? Wait, Big D. I might have the wrong Big D in my head. Let me know which one you're talking about. But Enzo, I don't think I can get on board with Enzo. Best to never win, Danny Donato. It's possible. Danny Donato, better, I don't know. Big Brother 8, she was okay. Big Brother 13, I liked her a lot more. Big Brother 22, I liked her. Yeah, Danny could be up there. Anthony, Big Brother Canada. I didn't finish his second time around, so I'm inconclusive there. I didn't finish that season. I got to pick it back up because they had no feeds. I was kind of like, meh. Daniel Reyes, Vanessa, Janelle, Paul. I think that would be my order. It's crazy Love Island used to be on CBS every night. I want BB on every night. There would be at least a comp or meeting. Rhoda, Austin got evicted with no shoes on. And I was in the audience for that. You can actually... Oh, gosh. Am I frozen again? Does it keep freezing on me? Someone let me know if it keeps freezing on me, because I feel like... Am I freezing like crazy? Because I can't tell. It's not on my interface, but let me know if I'm freezing on your guys' screen. Please let me know in the chat. But I would say, Austin, for Austin's eviction, I was in the crowd for that. Not frozen for you? Okay, good. Okay, that makes me feel better. I was worried there for a second. But Austin, yeah, I was in the crowd for that. So you guys go check out the episode. You might be able to see me. You might be able to see me in the crowd. I know for a fact you can see me in the Big Brother 19 finale crowd. I'm behind Paul's family and you see me multiple times in that one. And then I was at Caitlin Herman's puzzle eviction, which I don't think they showed me at all, but you might have to see. I'm not sure. But I was in those 3 live eviction crowds, and man, talk about 3 great ones to be at. Especially the Big Brother 19 finale. Hell, and the Caitlyn one. Those were great. I think so. Vince can't work with Kelley because he doesn't want to bang her as bad as he wants Lauren and Morgan. True. Very true. I'm a Luchasaurus fan also. Luchasaurus. Tell me who Luchasaurus is. Oh, Derek Frazier from Big D. Duh, Big D. I don't know if I can get on board with that. Hey, to each their own. If you feel that way, that's great. I don't know if I can get on board with Derek Frazier. That's rough. Juan says, Survivor live feeds would be amazing, but I would think they would struggle to pull it off. Yeah, but they could even do like, you know how they did Ponderosa? They could do something like that for Ponderosa because, you know, they basically give us like an edited version of Ponderosa, but like, I don't know how they would do it. I really don't know how they would do it. Obviously, live feeds, it's recorded, it's taped, it's shown us way later, but I'm just saying if they could, how amazing would that be? What up, Goody? How you doing? Thank you for joining us, hon. Appreciate you being here. Heather's Treasure Hunt, not frozen for me. Heather, thank you so much. Welcome to the chat. Appreciate you being here. Thank you for letting me know, too, by the way. You were, but you're okay now. Good. Pam Robinson. What's up, Pam? How you doing, Pam? Welcome back. Hi, y'all. It buffered for me a couple of times, but never froze. Okay, that's good. Well, hopefully it doesn't do that. I noticed it doing it a couple times, but I don't have it on my screen here, so I just look over from time to time. Also, guys, if for whatever reason I'm not reading your comments and you're being like, why isn't he reading my comments? Sometimes it doesn't show on this screen and it shows over here, so I'm trying to keep my eyes on both. So just put your question in there again if for whatever reason miss it. Best player to never win, Brendan Villegas. Nah, I can't get on board on that because I like Brendan. But there was times where I'm like, what are you doing? Like, if he played without Rachel, I'd be way more interested. I want to see him play without Rachel. We've seen Rachel without him, and it was very good. But I want to see Brendan without Rachel, and then I could have a better judgment on Brendan's game. I think that would be very interesting. Let's get Brendan back in there. Agree. Like, if we saw Brendan back on there by himself and no Rachel, we've never seen that. And Rachel's played other reality shows without Brendan. Brendan has never played anything without Rachel. So I would want to see that. Brendan was social game was terrible. That was my biggest concern is his social game was not on cue. It's Austin from AEW. Oh, okay. Luchasaurus. See, I'm not a big wrestling fan, but I knew that he was also, what was his name? Judas. He was Judas in the house. So that would have, my crush this season is Kelley. Is that a controversial take? That's all you, bud. If Kelley is your crush, that's wild to me. But hey, to each their own. To each their own. To each their own. I don't know if I have a crush in the house this season. Like, you know, like you crush, like I say like that. I'm married, obviously. But there was past seasons where when I was younger, I definitely had a crush in the house. Pre-marriage, I should say. I don't do that anymore. Greatest player of all time is Jose. Stop it. Now I know you're trolling. There's no way Jose is the greatest Big Brother player to never win. No shot. No shot. That's like saying, yeah, Jody from Big Brother 14 is the greatest player to never win. Best player to never win, Big Brother 18, Victor Arroyo. I mean, Victor played decent, and he kept making a comeback, getting himself back in the house, but I wouldn't put him as, like, best to never win. Like, there's an elite category, right? And now we're getting off the rails with people that, like, they were fun to watch or good at, like, the game at times, but, like, there is an elite bunch that have either played multiple times or played so well their first time that could have won, probably should have won, and that's in the category. Like, there's There's that, and then there's entertainment. Jody should have won the season, right? No way, Jose. Jose is better than every winner. How could you say that? So Jose was on the challenge, right? So was Jose even like that good on the challenge? I didn't see his season. So was like, is that why you've got so much Jose love? Like, wasn't like Jose was out right away, right away. Jen Johnson from Big Brother 8, my biggest crush. My biggest was what was her name? I was in college. Big Brother 14, Dan's group or whatever, Dan's team, not the one that got to the end, the other one. That was my biggest, and I can't think of her name. Too much time has passed. Can't even think of her name. The blondie. That was my biggest back in the day. James top 5 not to win. Okay, we've had a couple Big Brother Jameses, right? So we had Asian James, we had Crazy James, we had James from Big Brother 6. Big Brother 6 James, I could get on board with one of the best to never win. I do agree with that. I think that James is up there when it comes to gameplay. Just wasn't really well liked in the house at times though either. So that is lacking the social strategy. I'm getting parched here talking so much. Let me open my drink. Cowboy James? Oh, wait. Was that his name? Was his name James Cowboy? Oh, you're talking about Asian James, right? Cowboy Asian James. Okay. I don't know if I can get on board with that. I don't know if I can get on board with Cowboy Asian James as one of the best to never win. Enjoyed him more on Big Brother 17 than I did 18, but I don't know if I can get on board with that. Pam, I just came in a few minutes ago, so might have missed anything about Zingbot. What do you think about his zings? He was brutal. So I thought the Ava one was whatever. The Keanu one was I thought that one was kind of stupid. To be honest with you, I thought the Keanu one was kind of dumb. They could have gone a lot more directions with that. Like I said, I think Zingbot is tired, and I'm fine with it going, but there was one that was good. The Vince one, they could have done so much more with the Vince one. Like, they could have doubled down on the girlfriend thing easily, but they didn't. I don't know why they didn't. Like, they went with, you're 34-year-old unemployed, live with your parents. Like, cool. Like, we already know that. Like, everyone knows that. So it's like, I don't know. Give them something to worry about once they get out. And I did like the Morgan zing. I thought it was good. I thought they could have given it a little bit more to Vince as well, or like combine the two. That would have been great. The greatest thing about the whole thing was the way they edited Morgan cutting the pizza afterwards, which was like 20 minutes later, and like Zingbot had already left. But the way that they edited that would have been it was so good. I bash them all the time for their editings at times, but I will give them that was really well done. I thought it was hilarious. She's just aggressively trying to cut the pizza and stuff. So good. So good. Sorry for moving the camera. Timeless Crochet Wonders by Jeanne. Welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. Jose was more delusional than even Keanu is. Exactly. That's how I feel too. I completely agree. Jose was very delusional. What about Reagan? I did like Reagan. What's up, Tony? Thank you for being here too, by the way. Appreciate you being here. I do like Reagan. I think he was a very good player. I think that he had some controversial takes at times where like after the show, but I would like to see like an older Reagan play nowadays. I think a Reagan nowadays playing this game would be very interesting to see on like an all-star season. It would be very, very fun to watch. I would like to see how he would do, years later. Yep. Frenchie, Jose, and Keanu are my top 3 of all time. You just like chaos. You like mess. You like Frenchie, Jose, and Keanu are your top 3 all-time players. That's wild. That is a take. You just like off-the-wall, offbeat characters. Hey, to each your own. See, that's what's so great at times about the show is there's something for everyone. There's something where people can just watch and have a different take or different opinion on things. And that's also how we originally liked this show to begin with, was it was social strategy, but you got people from all different walks of life. And I feel like nowadays they've really gotten away from the all different walks of life. It's all different walks of social media cast, right? Like it's like who has the most Instagram followers or who's like trying to be socially relevant or back in the day it used to be a model, like, oh, who's trying to be on TV to be like a model or an actor or whatever, and let's throw them in the house and then let's get some people in there that are fans and social strategy players. Nowadays it's like, okay, who can we find on social media that has at least a little following or we see as someone that seems entertaining, and let's get them in the house and not do any research on whether they're good, would be good for this game. And I think that is where we have drifted a lot from old school reality TV and old school Big Brother. But that's what we originally loved, is we originally loved the social strategy while also us at home having different takes on these people. So the fact that you have Frenchie, Jose, and Keanu are top 3 all time, all good. You can have that. You can have that mayhem as your top 3. I might think differently, but hey, to each their own. Riley reminded me of Caleb for some reason. I call him Caleb 2.0. It's actually a pretty good take. That's actually a really good take. But like Riley had to deal with the social media of it all, and I feel like Caleb just missed out on like really social media being what it is today. Because I think Caleb would have gotten a lot of backlash as well. Exactly. I own Frenchie's orange shirt that I bought from Hearts of Reality. Wow. Okay. Interesting. Wonder what you paid for that. I do like mayhem. I love Ronnie too. That's such a hot take. All right. So if I'm going like offbeat characters that I love, so Devin from Big Brother 16, one of my all-time favorite offbeat characters. Just the fact that we haven't seen him on any reality show since, like not even The Challenge or anything, blows my mind. Zach Rance is up there. I know I'm saying Big Brother 16 people. I just really love that cast. Johnny Mac. Johnny Mac's one of my all-time favorites. Love me some Johnny Mac. Eric Stein. The fact that he hasn't been back on is a travesty for the show. He's one of my top ones that never won, for sure. Let's see here. Brian Hart from Big Brother 10. Brian Hart from Big Brother 10 is one of my all-time favorite players. Went way too soon, but man, I would have loved to see him actually get a chance to play. Like, if we could cast like a returnees of all these people that went way too early or like we've never seen play a second time, or any other reality television show, like I would love. I think there's a lot of people I would have on that cast. Give me Frenchie mustard color shirt. $100. I bought it to Hearts, and he wrote to Tommy on it. That's cool. That's cool. Greatest Big Brother player is Will, hands down. Him voluntarily losing all the time, and especially in the Final Four HOH comp where he took the big jar of peanut butter as a prize was priceless. Nicole was mad. I do agree. Will, Dan, and then Derek, in my opinion. But I think Will and Dan are like right there. I put Dan above Will. I put Dan above Will, but it's close. It's like 1A, 1B. And then Derek number 2. Like 1A, 1B, and then number 2 would be Derek. Let's see here. Best player never to win. Big Brother 11, Natalie Martinez. Lakuta Jeff really screwed up her game. I agree. Natalie was a decent player. I will give you that. Roto, that's not a bad pick. But also she was really young, and like I think that she had a hard time socializing with people too. She did the best she could, but I do think like she definitely like got her people and then stuck with those people. Let's see here. Don't bite your tongue. After 28, they should do a winter season for 29, that second chance, and then do 30 all winners or legends. I would love that. I would love that, love that, love that. I just don't know. Like, yeah, if you did like a true second chances season, not like all stars where you have like people that have played multiple times already or other shows. Like if they did a true like second chance, I'd be here for it. Tony Miles, please explain to me how Ava slept the whole summer. She never played the game. Preach, Tony, because Ava has done nothing all season. She continues to just bitch and moan all the time. And then for whatever reason, people like her. And like that's the thing is all she's had to do is build her social experiment with like the other people, and people are willing to give her the win after that. Yes, she won one HOH, but yeah, I agree. I'm out on Ava. I could see her go anytime now. I'd be completely fine with that. And all the Rachel hate was kind of bullshit too. Timeless Crochet Wonders by Jan. She woke up as HOH once, put 3 guys up, and back to bed. Exactly. Like, that's Ava's game in a nutshell. But she has her people, and she's just, like, socially, she's good with people that way. So that's what's got her this far. But I think she's gonna get her coming here soon. Yeah, true. Second chance, and then the winner gets a spot on 30. I would like that. Did Jeff ever win? Heather Treasure says, did Jeff ever win? He was one of my favorites. He never won. His wife won, but Jeff never won, even though the show did everything they could to make that happen at times. But yeah, no, he never won. But I mean, I don't ever see Jeff playing again, though. I really don't. Juan says, my favorite's Zach Rant's Big Brother 15. Or Big Brother 16, you would mean. So he was on Big Brother 16. Zach BB6. Yeah, remember Zach from Big Brother. Oh, Zach. Okay, yeah. He's whatever. Marvin from Big Brother 4. Love me some Marvin. Do agree with that one. Ollie from Big Brother 10. I had Ollie as like my winner back then before I watched the season. Then I was all in with Brian Hart. And then when Brian Hart went first week, I was like, okay, this Dan guy, he looks like he was, playing second fiddle to Brian. And little did I know. And then I fell in love with Dan's game. I think Dan has like one of the best, probably the best ever first-time player game of all time, in my opinion. Scotty and Brent from Big Brother 20 and James from Big Brother 9. All of those I'm okay with. Absolutely. It should be all the off-the-wall people for second chance. That would be like, that would be your absolutely like wet dream of a season, would it not? Would that not be like your absolute cup of tea? And I've noticed that she has cried with every single eviction. Yeah. Every single one. Every single one. There's tears coming from her. It's like, who do you really care about, though? Ava's just a mess. I don't know. I think she's going crazy in the house, too. I think she's losing it. Jeff Schroeder, hot take on Harry Potter, Dumbledore, a big scandal or nothing burger. To me, I don't really care about that stuff. Like, people have issues with all kinds of things nowadays, and that's fine. They can do whatever they want. I just, that's not my cup of tea. I stay out of that stuff. Like, when it comes to, like, politics or any controversial take that's, like, outside of the game, not my cup of tea. I'm more so just, I want to enjoy what's in front of me. Heather's Treasure says, my husband and I say, why are you mad because you got all the time. Exactly. And a lot of the people, they don't, why are you mad because you got, like, that's where bitter juries come from too, I feel like, where it's like people get upset that they got taken out, but they can't respect the gameplay because they got, Tony Miles, hell, let's get Jason back. Jason would be a wild take. Jason would be a wild take. I'm here for it, though. I'm here for it. It would be my wet dream if do nothing but watch the feeds. So no strip club? You wouldn't hit the strip club up? Instead, you would just be glued to the feeds watching the train wreck season? She want AFP so bad. Oh, she thinks, like, you know how much she's been talking to the cameras lately? She's been talking to the cameras like crazy. And she thinks that Rachel being there, like, is doing stuff to, like, ruin her chances AFP. Newsflash, Ava. You lost AFP the moment Rachel walked into the house. No one was going to win AFP unless something crazy happened and made Rachel instantly very unlikable. There was no one was going to win that besides her. It was already locked up from day one. The only person, in my opinion, that's come close, possibly, to beating Rachel here would be possibly a Keanu, and I still don't see it. Who was the guy that went around the house banging pots and pans all the time? I can't remember. It was he won Big Brother 19. My God. He was just on Destination X. I interviewed the freaking guy. Why am I blanking on his name? Guys, help me out here. Why am I blanking on his name of all people? Paul, Christmas, and Josh Martinez. Thank you. Dear Lord, how did I forget Josh's name? Because I was thinking Jason, because you guys said Jason in the chat, and like Jeff and all those things. So I knew it was a J name. So my brain was just like, wait, Jeff, Jason. Wait, it's something like that. Why am I blinking? So my brain was not computing there. Yes, Jason. Train wreck season would be more important to me than making out with strippers and saying a lot coming from me. I love it. I love it so much. Oh, wait, Pam, were you talking about Big Brother 9? Or, excuse me, Big Brother 8? Because, yeah, Big Brother 8, Dick definitely was the one banging pots and pans, too. So there was Big Brother 8. Dick did it first when he was trying to piss people off. Whoa, my screen just came back. That was wild. Okay. Welcome to Ultra. Literally, guys, right now, my screen just came back. That was weird. I have no idea why all of a sudden my screen's back, but hey, I got a screen again. That was very weird. Very weird. Fun fact, Josh owes... Wait, hold on. I feel like I'm skipping. I think Keanu has a solid chance for AFP. He does, but I still think Rachel's going to beat him. I think the show might want it to be Rachel after all the controversy. I think the show would... We don't see the votes, people, is what I'm saying. I'm not saying, I'm just saying. Yes, he was. Josh needs to be in a Trainwreck season 2. Agreed. Trainwreck season, Josh is at one of the front of the list. Fun fact, Josh owes me a lot of money. I was buying challenge stuff from me, and he ghosted me. Really? Ooh. That's wild. You got to hit up Fairplay. Doesn't Fairplay have a good relationship with him? I don't know. Tony Miles, it was Dick. Well, yeah, Dick absolutely on Big Brother 8 was the first to do it. I agree with you there. Yes, let's not bring him back. He really got on my nerves. That's fair. Evil Donato bang pots and pans too. Yeah, exactly. They need to start punishing people that outright only play to make jury and AFP. 1,000%. But that's the problem. How do you can't really weed those people out, right? Or I guess you can punish them, sure, but like you can't really weed them out of casting. So how do you know people are going to be the ones doing that? So I think that's why you need to have people that know the show for sure. I hope Lauren gets voted out first, then Vinny. That would be ideal. I would rather be Morgan, but I get it. I'm going to botch this, but is it Aussie? I hope I pronounced that right. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for joining the chat. I appreciate you. Absolutely appreciate you. Tony says, oh, that's right. My bad, Jason. Yeah, Jason. Yeah. Let's see here. Wait, is there a Jason in the chat? Is that what I'm missing? 'Cause I'm trying to think. People keep saying Jason. Oh, the Jason from earlier. Okay. No, recently on 19, I think. Yeah, 19. Yeah. You're thinking Big Brother 19. Yeah, that was Josh. Who here wants Lauren out? Personally, I would be very happy with Lauren out. So let's go back to discussing it real quick, just because for those people joining in late, we discussed who we were talking about would go home tonight. I think Lauren would be my top choice, and I think that's what's going to happen if everything goes according to plan. I think if it's Kelley versus Lauren, it's close. I think if it's a tie, then obviously it's Kelley. If it's not a tie, I think Lauren's going out, and I think that would be the most likely outcome. If it's Keanu versus Kelley, I still think it's going to be Kelley, but I worry for Keanu in that scenario. I really do. If it's Lauren versus Keanu, I think they take the shot at Lauren, but it does scare me. Like, any Keanu situation scares me because I want Keanu to stay. As far as double goes, I could see, let's say a Lauren stays, then I could see her going after a Morgan and a Vince, putting both of them up. I know that might not happen. She might not put Vince back up because who knows? She's a lot of talk. You don't really know what she's thinking. But I think she could take that shot and try to make the target be Morgan, but put Vince in his place. So I think we could see Vinny go in the double. I think we could see Morgan go. Excuse me, guys. But I obviously also would be okay with an Ava going there too, because I just get her out of the house. Like, why does she need to be there? We don't need her there. So we'll see. Yeah, he got me for about $850 after thousands of dollars of stuff that he delivered me. Really? That's brutal. That's some bullshit right there. I'm sorry that happened to you, man. Is Paul Abrahamian, I probably mispronounced that, casted on the Weirdos Only season? His weird look should qualify him. I would cast him for that. Actually, I think that's fair. That's very fair, because he would be kind of like, not a weird, but like a oddball. But he also is like still a part of the community, and like definitely says like he would play. So like he would and he wouldn't. He goes back and forth. But I would love to see him on like a returnee like oddball season for sure. For sure. All right, so Timeless Crochet Wonders by Jan. I, too, would like Lauren out first, then Vince next. So Morgan will have to wonder what's going on in jury with the two. That would be really funny. Actually, that'd be ideal. I imagine, like, Lauren and Morgan going into jury together. Oh, my gosh, and Vinny's just there by himself in the house, though, too. Like, I'd be there for that as well. Yes, Lauren out now. I agree. Lauren out would be the best. I hate Lauren, too boring. She's up there with Ava for me, like just very boring. And I did like that the show bashed her for being boring, but with Zingbot, but they could have done it even worse. They could have made it way worse on her. I want Lauren gone too. I think everyone does. I think we're pretty consensus on that. Would Vince cut Lauren on a tie? No chance. I don't see Vince cutting Lauren unless Morgan gets to him right before the show and somehow convinces him. Like, I just don't see it unless Morgan does her ways. If that happens, if Morgan is able to convince Vinny to cut Lauren, if it's a tie, give Morgan the win now. Give Morgan the win now. Even though I love Keanu, like, that would be the most impressive thing of the season, bar none. I've been pulling for Keanu all along. Yeah, same here. I absolutely bless you. Thank you. I've been pulling for Keanu too. Team Keanu all the way right now, guys. Like, Keanu or bust at this point. What gameplay did Lauren do? She was the definition of a floater, just my opinion. Well, she thought that she was with Vince this whole time, right? She had this irrational thought that Vince and her were actually as close as they were. And Vince has shown time and time again with everyone in the house that he has wanted his cake and wanted to eat it too. But then Morgan was finally able to really convince him. Hey, Emily James, thank you so much for that follow. I appreciate you. But Morgan was the first one to really be the one to tame Vince in the way that works for her, and we saw how she did it. Guys, just going to do a quick self-plug real quick, and I will get to the rest of the comments. If you guys can, hit the subscribe button on YouTube for After Show. It helps us out a lot. It really helps with the algorithm. Puts my content in front of more people. Also allows you to know when we go live if you hit the bell notification as well. It will alert you whenever I go live with the podcast, with my live streams every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, 12 noon Pacific to 2 p.m. Pacific, right here on Reality After Show and on Twitch, twitch.tv/Bobby Goodsby. You could also find me on there. It would help me out. A lot of you guys gave me a follow on Twitch. Like I've said a million times, Twitch is my personal account. I'm connected with Reality After Show for YouTube, so I'm on both multi-streaming. But Twitch is really my personal one. So any help you guys give me there and help me grow there is helping me individually and helps me to hopefully one day live my dream of being able to do this full time one day. I know it's a long shot. I know a lot of stuff's got to go right. But eventually that would be my dream, is to be able to do this full time one day. So if you guys can, give me a follow, give me a sub, what have you. Everyone has an Amazon Prime account. If you have a Prime sub, they're free for you. They'd cost you no money. It would help me out a lot as a content creator. So guys, twitch.tv/Bobby Goodsby to find that. Also, you can follow my social media handles at GoodsbyBobby on both Twitter, X and /X and Instagram, and I will notify you guys there when I go live as well. So for all of you guys, I'm just so grateful for you guys being here and chatting with me. Like, this wouldn't be possible without your guys', like, I wouldn't know what to say if I didn't have all your guys' comments right here, allowing me to read these and interact with you guys here in the chat. So let me know in the comments what you think of me as like a content creator here. Like, what do you like about this platform and what I give a little bit different than maybe other reality TV platforms you guys see, and give me some ideas of what I can do better at too. Any help in anything in the comments or just messaging me really helps me a lot, because you guys are the best and I couldn't do this without you. So that was my little self-plug. Let's get back to the comments. All right. That's why Mary says that's why you don't buy stuff from reality TV stars. There you go. Timeless Crochet Wonders by GN. Yes, yeah, we all want that to happen for sure. We all want Lauren gone. Let's go. Isasi, Rachel made this season. Absolutely, couldn't agree more. Emily, thank you again for the Twitch follow. You are the best. Thank you so much for following me here. Hello, how are you? My headphones are broke today, so can you reply me in chat? By the way, what's your favorite game? All right, I'll try to do that. I'll put something in the chat. Favorite game? I mean, GTA. That's pretty consensus, right? Like, GTA would probably be my favorite. I put that in the comments there, so we'll see what happens. But thank you for joining, Emily James, and thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Don't really play a lot of games on this channel. Might do that in the off season if we have like dead time and need some content for the channel. Maybe I'll try streaming games I've never done before. I'm also not a big I'm not a PC gamer. I have Mac everything, and then also I play PlayStation. But we'll see. We'll see. Lauren did take out 2 members of the Bond. Yep. And Lauren. I mean, Lauren, the thing is, Lauren's target has never worked out, right? Like, every single time she's had any kind of power, it has not worked out. So, I don't know. How can you respect it? It didn't work. You took out Will. Like, what? Pam says, I would really like to see Lauren and Morgan out. That would cause Vince to work for himself and not depend on the girls to do his dirty work. Agree. Honestly, I think that would be a really fun outcome from the double eviction tonight. I want to see Vince up with his back against the wall by himself. What does he do? He's got a week and a half to do something. And how can he get there to the final 2? Lauren is gone if Morgan gives Vince a hug. A huge hug and a 5-minute back rubs. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thanks for the shout outs for the band. Of course, anytime. Dude, you're awesome. I always appreciate you being here. Tommy, you're absolutely great. Guys, check out Tommy's band, Don't Bite Your Tongue. You can see them on Spotify. I listened to his whole album yesterday. He absolutely kills it. He's always a big part of this chat, always talking reality TV with you guys and with myself. So give him a little shout out too. Appreciate you guys. Fresh show. I wish you would stop using Wi-Fi and plug in. It's actually got an Ethernet cable. There is an Ethernet cable plugged in. I swear to God. I can show you. I have my Ethernet cable plugged in to my laptop. My computer was a different story. It was I had it plugged in there. It was still slow. So I changed it to my laptop, and it's still slow. Maybe I just need new internet. I don't know. Like, I don't know what else to do because I promise you, I have it plugged into an Ethernet cable directly into my modem/router. So I don't know. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. But Fresh Show, thank you for the comment regardless. I appreciate you. Wish you would stop using Wi-Fi and plug in an Ethernet cable. I'm telling you, I did. At Goodsby Bobby, nice name. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. My parents did well. All right. Thanks for the reply. Anytime. All right. So there we go. So, guys, what else do you want to see? Let's see here. Keanu has been a long survivor and the house target, but still there. That's got to count for the win. Rachel sees that. I hope Rachel sees that. I worry at times that maybe she still is upset with him with the amount of times that he listened to the males of the house or didn't fully listen or grasp her opinions on things. And he definitely hurt himself there. But I do agree that I think at the end of the day, who's going to be a more palatable winner? And there's a lot of scenarios where Keanu matched up with Ashley. It's going to be tough, but I think he's got it. Keanu matched up against Kelley. You should give it to Keanu. Keanu matched up against Ava. I think you got to go Keanu. The other ones, it gets a little trickier, but I think against Vince, he wins too. But it's going to be tough. Like, Vince has 3 HOHs. Like, the thing is, Morgan will always be seen as running those HOHs or Lauren as well. Even though not really Lauren, but maybe to a small aspect. So, yeah, I think Keanu still has a really good chance. All right, Timeless says, Keanu still believe Vince over anyone, which is so frustrating. And that's where you have to really knock Keanu. Like, I'm on the Keanu high horse, but, like, realistically, you have to knock Keanu for some of the ways he plays the game, right? He doesn't ever fully listen or think with his head like, maybe I should take in other opinions and stuff. It's always like he knows better than everyone when he doesn't, and he has to understand like that is part of the social strategy of the game. At Goodsby Bobby, where are you from? I'm from Southern California. So the other thing, guys, like I said, for all those people that are here that are maybe joined late, tonight I will be going live on YouTube and on Twitch. I'll be streaming immediately after the East Coast airing. So right after the East Coast episode, I'll be going live right here on Twitch and YouTube to discuss the live eviction and the double eviction and get into the episode because I'm sure we're going to have a lot to talk about tonight. So, guys, please, if you can, we would love to have you back here in the chat. I'll be reading everyone's comments in the chat. So if you're listening after the fact and you couldn't be here for this part of it, for the live stream, come back tonight after the episode. I'll be live and we'll be discussing it all. And you can get your questions asked there or in the comments below. But absolutely, guys, it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have a lot to discuss after the double eviction. Like, finally, something crazy is probably going to happen tonight. And then we just got a bot putting in stuff in there. So I still got to figure out how to take those bots out. I don't know how to like filter that shit. But yeah, so let me know, guys. What are you guys thinking? As far as the double eviction tonight, who do we think can actually win? Right. So we're gonna have no Vince in the competition, and either one of Kelley, Lauren, or Keanu will be gone. If it's a Keanu versus Morgan Morgan, Ava, Kelley, I think that would be very interesting. This Emily James person says that they can't hear me because they don't have their things. I'll just put it in here. There you go. All right, so let's see here. Keanu instinct has been spot on, but yes, he thinks he is a know-it-all, and he thinks he's smarter than he really is. And that's the most frustrating part. Is like, at times he literally sees the writing on the wall, or he sees exactly what's in front of him and knows what to do, and then all of a sudden someone tells him something differently, and that thought is just gone. Right? Like, he is just not part of like the game at that point. Like, his entire concept of what's going on is then, even though it may be correct and he's leaning in the right direction, it's then gone by the wayside because he gets distracted or told by Vince or what have you that no, this is how it is, and then he believes that instantly. It's very frustrating. And yeah, I agree. He thinks he's smarter than he is, and he sometimes needs to get a reality check. I think he'll get a reality check after the show. I just hope it's after he wins $750K. But even then, if he wins the $750K, he's going to be like, see, guys, I told you. Right? Like, that's what sucks. I want to know what the BB Blockbuster is. For like the competition tonight? I know. Because if it's physical, Keanu's got a very big advantage there. We saw it be physical last week, and look who he was up against. Like, obviously, that was definitely centered more towards him. But I think Lauren gives him a run for his money when it comes to anything physical too. So I don't want to make her be a slouch on her game. If it's mental, all three, I don't know. I don't know. It's really a crapshoot. It really is a crapshoot. Depends on the comp. It could be a real crapshoot. Exactly what I just said. It could be a crapshoot for sure. Heather's treasure hunt. Morgan is on a winning streak, so I could see her winning. Oh, absolutely. If she doesn't go in the double tonight, her chances of winning this game jump up dramatically. If Vince and Morgan survive the night, Morgan's chances of winning skyrocket, especially if Lauren is gone or Keanu is gone. I think if Lauren goes and then Keanu goes, like, holy crap, just give Morgan the win at this point. For HOH, yes. Yeah, exactly. I think Morgan is a beautiful woman. I can see what Vince sees under his spell. The thing is, you have a girlfriend for 7 years, and you're thinking about proposing to her. And, like, honestly, I loved how much on the show last night they really showed us all the Houseguests' feelings towards that. That I will give them credit for. I think they could have thrown them even more under the bus and shown us more stuff. But they didn't, so I don't know. I think that for him, I think Vince being under the spell, it's kind of crazy. Dude, you have a girlfriend of 7 years and you're doing all this shit. Like, and it's only gotten worse, right? Like, even since what we saw in last night's episode, it's gotten even worse since then. So, I don't know. I digress. But with it being double, I think it'll be mental for time's sake. I agree. I think they got to do something quick. I think it could even be like a 6-piece puzzle. Like, realistically, it could be like a 6-piece puzzle. Like, what is okay? I think that a 6-piece puzzle or like some kind of like something quick and fast could absolutely happen. So we'll see. Bobby Goodsby, nice to meet you. I'm from the UK. By the way, can I ask you something if you don't mind? Sure, ask away. I know she can't hear. She said her headphones weren't working, but I'll put it in here. Sure. I don't know what she has to ask me, but okay. I feel like this could be a bot. I don't know. Vince no longer has a girlfriend after the show. Just say, 100%, and rightfully so. I feel like this Emily James could be a bot. It's weird. I'm getting weird vibes. They can just hit a ball with the club and highest or lowest number wins. Yeah, I could see him doing like something where like they roll the ball and it's like the highest thing. Do you need some nice artwork for your channel and good price? Don't ban me, lol. If you're interested, just send me a message on Instagram or Discord. All right, so that's what it was. Okay, so it wasn't a bot. It was just from someone trying to sell something. All right, so I'm getting a lot of those apparently. They can just hit a ball with a club or highest or lowest number wins. Yeah, I think that my guess it's going to be a quick competition. It's not going to be something too strenuous or something too time consuming. I just don't want to see it. I want it to be even. Like, I want it to be even for everyone to possibly win. So what do you guys think? Like, I think Lauren against Keanu, I think Lauren goes home. I think Lauren against Kelley, Lauren goes home. I think Kelley versus Keanu, I think Kelley goes home. Maybe that's me being hopeful. Maybe that's me like just trying to, put that out there in the universe. But I don't know. I think Keanu is safe at this point, but I swear anything can change on a dime. If we lose Keanu, I might be wearing all black. I mean, I'm wearing all black right now, but I might like be full garb black if we lose Keanu tonight. You'll see how the live stream, when I go live after the episode. Do you think Vince is throwing his game because he is not... he has not blank in 2 months? I absolutely think that's possible. And it's kind of sad. God, us guys, we suck. Guys suck, man. Like really, like, I get it. It's been like 72 days, but like, or whatever it is, 73, 74, whatever, maybe. But like, you could like go without that, right? Like, as a guy, like, you could go without that. You don't need to have that. But that is a fair assessment, especially when someone's being very flirtatious with you. But like, you have a girlfriend of 7 years. Like, what in the hell are you doing? But yeah, it's definitely possible, Mary. Hey, everyone. Sorry I'm late. What's up, Madam CEO? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. No worries. No worries for being tardy. You're always welcome whenever you're able to be here. We all want Lauren gone, and I'm there with you. We all want Lauren gone. Even though the show lost its luster after Rachel is in jury, I have invested too much time to stop watching, but I'm bored of it. You and me both. You know how hard it is and seeing how much my numbers have dipped since Rachel leaving, that like how hard it is to come on here and do these live streams because I was so invested in the Rachel Keanu storyline, so invested in the judges alliance and Rachel's back and forth with Vince and who's going to come after Rachel now that it's jury. Like, I invested so much into that, to just see that just be gone like that is so beyond like frustrating. So beyond frustrating. Share me your Discord. I can show you my work from there. Okay. So, at the end of the day, this season has been tough to get through, right? And it has been absolutely a slogfest. Man, this person just keeps messaging me on Twitch. I'm just gonna say thanks. There we go. So where was I going with this? My brain just stopped working after that. There are zero talk about alliances, no old school gameplay. Exactly. I mean, let's be honest though. Like, this cast really struggled from the get-go. We thought there was potential. There really wasn't. There was a lot of people that were just social media people that were there to get their 30 seconds of fame and were playing just to get to jury. And really just lackluster all the way around. Not enough people knew the show, knew the actual gameplay, knew the social strategy of it. Hell, a couple of the people didn't even know the live feeds were live. That's a big issue. Rachel was a big part of this season, but we also see how many times do we have to see it now where you bring in one returnee amongst a newbie cast and it doesn't make for the greatest of seasons. We saw it with Big Brother 19. We see it here. Like, it's just not, in my opinion, it's not optimal television. but I was happy that it was Rachel and we got to see Rachel again, and she did do really well. It sucks that she created Big Brother history by being eliminated and never having, and getting to jury and being eliminated and never having gotten a vote on her single season or even touched the block. It's wild to me. So I don't know. Do you think Rachel and CBS are done? No, I don't think Rachel and CBS are done. I think Rachel and Big Brother are probably done, unless something astronomical happens or like there's a all-winner season or something like that, right? Then I could see Rachel being like, okay, listen, I'll come back. Or even if there's changes in production, then it's possible. I think Rachel for Survivor has a real possibility now. I had a hard time, and I talked to Rachel about this before she ever played Big Brother 27, and she absolutely wants to play Survivor. She would love to do it. She's a big fan of the show, and then she would complete the trifecta of Big Brother, Amazing Race, and Survivor, which has never been done. Or no, has it been done? Yeah, it has been done. Suri did it, right? Suri's been on 3. My bad. I was just blanking there. Suri's been on Amazing Race. Has she not? Why am I blanking on this? So she would want to do it and do the trifecta. So I think we have a better chance of seeing her on Survivor than we do Big Brother. Tommy's back. I hope Keanu is the only returnee next season. So for your crazy people off the wall season. Madam CEO, I like her storyline too. I'm glad none of those newbies took her out. They don't deserve it. And that's the thing. That was another big reason for my point here, which the whole elimination was so bad, was that the Rachel storyline of who's going to be the one to take the shot at Rachel, because that would be a huge resume move amongst all the other storylines. And we don't even get that, right? Like, that's what's hard. That's what makes it difficult. Suri has not done Tar. Jared ruined it for her. Okay, I wasn't sure if she did it. So I thought maybe there was a chance. I don't follow Tar completely. So if she hasn't done it, then no one's done it. No one's done the trifecta. I thought Suri was the only one I thought could have been that person. Morgan is equally at fault. She knows he has a boyfriend. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I've said it before. I was like, how are we okay with what Morgan's doing compared to like what Christine did in Big Brother 16? Big Brother 16, people booed her off the stage. People didn't like her and were upset with her. But here we have Morgan doing the same exact thing. And I know Christine was married, but is it not very similar? And then people are like, here for it at times with Morgan. I know they also have their issues with it, but like they have more of a problem with Vince doing it. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of similarities there. Also, like people wanted to come for, we all came for Riley for the stuff he did, which was absolutely justified. But I feel like at times Morgan kind of does similar things as well. Don't come at me, but like, do you not agree that there's times where Morgan has similar aspects that seem, or tendencies that seem similar to what Riley did as well? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm on an island here, but I just think that what Morgan's doing is like very similar to other situations we've had in the past, and she doesn't get nearly as much heat for it. But I don't know. To each their own. I felt they were setting Jared and Suri up for Tar, and he had screwed up. Yeah, because he was so bad at Big Brother. I want to see Keanu with all newbies. That's how that know how to compete. I mean, I really don't want a one returnee season ever again. Like, I really don't. Christine was a married one. I get that, and I do agree with that. It is different in ways, but I still feel like it's similar in ways as well too. Juan, yes, and something. No, I had to support women's wrongs. Not too much on Morgan Grande Valadares, whatever. I didn't see people come after Cody like Morgan, but that could just be my take. And it's fair. No, that's fair. Absolutely. Back in the, I guess, I guess that's fair. Because at the same time, I don't know. There's just something different about it that it feels like. Like, am I on an island here with this take? Because like I agree, it does feel different. It does feel different because the Christine and Cody of it all. One, Christine was the one who was married, not Cody. Also, Cody was the one like being in the Morgan position, but Vince isn't married, and it is a girlfriend, but it's not marriage. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like they're both bad situations, right? Like I'm not saying one's worse than the other or better than the other, but I feel like the like long aggressive hugs by Morgan and Vince are just bad. They look bad. And then like the cuddling like at night and like removing the pillow barrier. Like there's definitely a lot more stuff that I feel like more about with Morgan and Vince than I did with Cody and Christine. Cody and Christine, it always definitely did just feel like a friendship, but it was like, okay, that's a little too close. Like that's, if you're married, that's not cool, you know? But this is like borderline cheating, the Vince and Morgan stuff, right? Maybe I'm on an island, but tell me what you guys think. Tell me what you guys think. Morgan went from pick me to mother of the homewrecker. I had to stand. Hey, there you go. Will Vince end up carrying Morgan or marrying Morgan or Lauren? Oh God, let's get that drama going. Morgan for sure, because Morgan will basically make him feel like lesser than her, and like, how could you do this to me? And then Vince will be, okay, fine, I'll marry you. I'm sorry. Vince had to pay for all the crimes committed from men on Love Island. Not sorry for that, man. So good. It's so good. Definitely not cool. I agree. Emotional and physical cheating. Exactly. It's both. It's both. And it just feels like a different scenario than the Cody Christine of it all, right? Like, it feels way more serious and way more disrespectful. But that's just my thoughts than the Cody and Christine. I'm too jaded from all the dating shows. You don't have to tell me twice. I get it. I never blame the person outside of the relationship. Yeah. No, and that's fair. That's fair. It's definitely the person that's in the relationship, but I think both are kind of icky too, and I think those people are also icky because like you do know that those people are in relationships outside of the house, and you should respect that. So it's one thing to get a hug. It's another to do a 5-minute hug where you're just holding someone or cuddling or have them on your lap while you're rubbing their back and their hair and their arms. And like that's just too much. Like I still think that both parties are at fault because yes, the more at fault is the person in the relationship, but the other party knows they are also in the wrong for how they're reacting to those advances too, right? So it's just not a good look. Not as much as it's a bad thing as the person who's in the relationship. It's more so not a good look and just feels icky. That's the best way to explain it. That impression was damn good, LOL. my Vince impression? God. Someone just dumped something huge out there. I would say Terrence got a lockdown on the impression business of it all when it comes to Vince. But I feel like I can do a small Vince impression. Thing is, you can't do impressions of these house guests anymore because now that's Terrence bit. And he does a great job with it, right? But if you say anything like impression wise of any of these people, then you're just stealing Terrence stuff. So I'm not even going to try to do that. If I ever do like impressions, it's just because it's funny in the moment. But that's definitely Terrence thing. I hope Morgan gets the money and immediately blocks him. I mean, it is what it is. Oh, God. Vince would lose his mind. He lost his girlfriend. He lost the money, and Morgan doesn't want anything to do with him. My God. My God. He would go psycho. He has the ability to set the boundaries. I agree, and he should. If someone as someone who's married and in a relationship, I know my boundaries. I know what I can and cannot do and what's appropriate and what's not appropriate. Every person should know that. So anyone that's married, in a relationship, what have you, they should know those things and what is and is not okay. And some people just don't give two shits. And I think Vince has it in his head that he's like, oh, well, we got the okay. My girlfriend gave me the okay beforehand, so I should be good. And she knows this is just for gameplay. So he's locked it in his head that no matter what he does, it's okay because he got the okay from his girlfriend, even though she's saying that's not the case. And the thing is, he has no idea what's going on the outside. But it still shocks me that how big of a thing the Zingbot made of the girlfriend situation, that it hasn't fully dawned on him that, oh my God, this is a big talking point in the episodes, right? Like, this is obviously what people are talking about outside of the house, because otherwise they would not zing me with it if it wasn't something that was mentioned or thought about in the community. So this is not a good thing, because he immediately just continues doing what he's doing, acting like it's no big deal. Like, we could still sleep together in the same bed. We can still cuddle. We can still hug, all this stuff. And even after the fact, nothing has changed. Do a Vince impression from his confession about how he's not cheating. Like I said, I don't want to steal Darren Singh. Oh, God, I got to remember that. Let me come back to that, Tommy. I'll do it in a second. Celtic, what's going on? Thank you for joining the live stream. Appreciate you. I really don't think we can lose tonight. Fans will win in all outcomes, really, and none of them hurt Ashley, current feeder favorite, too terribly bad. No, I agree. I think Ashley's like one of the most safe this week. Like, tonight's episode, I think Ashley's absolutely safe. And I know people love her. I think she is going to have a very hard time winning the game. She has to win something. If she makes a move here and like goes after, let's say, a Morgan and a Vince, even though I don't think it's smart for her game because she's obviously working with them. But if she did that, like, people would have so much more respect for her. And I think it would go a long way for her in game. So let me see about my Vince impression of him. Shoot. Guys, it's fine. Like, we're going to be... I can't even do it. Now that when I have to think about how to do it, I can't do it. It's fine. My girlfriend gave me the okay when we were outside the house. Like, guys, it's going to be okay. She's not going to hate me. I just want you guys to know, like, how much I really suck at this game, and I really wish you guys would understand that. Like, I know you should hate me as a person, and I'm probably terrible, and you guys might think that my game is bad, and that all I do is talk to Morgan, and that all I like is her rubs and her hugs, and it just means the world to me. But guys, really, my girlfriend's okay with all this. It's fine. It's fine, okay? Like, it'll be good, and there's nothing to worry about. Nothing's wrong here. Nothing's wrong. Morgan, where are you? That's the best I could do. I don't know. That was probably terrible. Thanks for putting me on the spot, man. Wife just texted me. Give me 1 second. 1 second. All right, so last few comments. Morgan likes to chase. I think she got the ick immediately when it chose her over Kelsey. Yeah. I meant Lauren. Okay, I was like, I think she means Lauren. It really is break up with your girlfriend. I am bored, and he did, and now you never mind. Yeah, exactly. Unless they keep the Blockbuster, Ashley should be safe. I agree. I think Ashley's fine. I think Ashley can talk her way into a win, to be honest. It's possible. She does have a lot of friends. Ashley's goodbye message and winning using some power are her biggest tools as of now. I agreed. She has a lot of friends in the house, or in the jury house too. So I think if she continues to build relationships and win some kind of power at some point, she can absolutely do it. Mitchell Macbeth. What's up, Mitchell? Thank you so much for joining the chat. I think Lauren and Ava will go. That's our prime outcome. Lauren and Ava, or in my opinion, Lauren and Morgan would be my prime outcome. You got his cadence down. I don't know if I do. You're definitely right. Morgan and had a few Riley qualities. I agree. Morgan not letting Vince brush his teeth because she wanted to talk. If Riley did that, everyone would be mad. that's my point. I feel like there were a lot of Riley tendencies in there that we were harsh on Riley, very harsh on him about some of the things he did. And no, not to say anything, like definitely Riley deserved the hate he got. But I think that we don't give the same hate to Morgan that she's due, because she's done a lot of similar qualities, and I think there's a lot of emotional manipulation there as well. Keanu wins Blockbuster and Lauren gets evicted. Best case scenario. That's Mitchell. That's literally best case scenario. That's what we're all hoping for. All right, guys, it's 2 p.m. I got to go pick up the kiddo. So last things I want to say before you guys all jump out of here, a couple things I want to go over real quick. Tonight, I'm going to be going live immediately after the East Coast airing of the episode. I'll be going live around, what is it? Because it's an hour and a half episode tonight, I think. So whenever that ends, I will go live immediately after, both on Twitch, twitch.tv/Bobby Goodsby, and YouTube at After Show on YouTube. You can find me in both places. Hit the bell notification. Guys, hit the like button on YouTube. We got a lot of people in here. Would help me out a lot if you guys could hit the like button. Hit the bell notification so you're notified when I do go live tonight and in my future podcasts. Also, I'm going to be going, I go live every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday right here on Reality After Show and Twitch, which is what you guys are watching now for my live stream. I do that every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. So check that out. Also, it's 2 hours. Okay, so after the episode, so 2 hours after the episode, that's when I'll go live. Also, and I said also a million times tonight, at Goodsby Bobby on both Twitter/X and Instagram. I notify you there when I go live. But any support you guys can have for me, whether it be Twitch, whether it be YouTube, whether it be my social media followings, I appreciate you guys. 001 GN, thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. I think that's timeless over there in the YouTube chat, so I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the follow on Twitch. Helps me out personally a lot, so you guys are awesome. You guys are the reason I do this, and thank you for the awesome chat tonight. You guys have been amazing. All the chatters. Let's see here. Jump over here to follow you. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Ava would be only Lauren's vote. I think so too. I think Ava's the only one going for Lauren. I think Lauren's gone no matter what tonight. Rest in peace, Zingbot and the Blockbuster. We got 2 Blockbusters, I reckon, tonight. We'll see. I find it hard to believe that they'll fit that all in, but I guess it's possible with it being 2 hours. I'm very interested to see how they film this and make this work out. But like I said, guys, I got to hop out of here. I'll be back tonight immediately after the episode. Love you guys. You guys are the best. And in the comments after, let me know anything else you want to see. We will continue to bring that to the table here at Reality After Show and on my personal account. The last 30 minutes will be Morgan begging Vince for shit play. It can happen. They said last Blockbuster. Okay, so we'll see. We'll see. All right, guys, everyone, don't bite your tongue. Mary, Mitchell, Juan, Timeless, Celtic Knot, million other people that were in here. You guys are all awesome. It's Aussie, Madam CEO. Love all you guys. We will see you in the next one, and I will see you later tonight. Bye, guys.